Hey everybody, it's Delicia. Thanks for stopping by the Cigar Vixen channel. Today I'm going to be lighting up a very special treat coming straight out of Nicaragua. This is the 1502 XO, the special 18-year-old aged tobacco featured in this baby right here. Now this cigar is a beautiful edition that was brought out last year as a limited edition, available only in this Toro size in a 10 count box. Now, this year, I was very excited during the show to see that Enrique Sanchez, owner of 1502 Cigars, has introduced a variety of different sizes because this cigar is such a gem. It really has some delicious flavors. What's really unique is that it's been, again, aged tobacco, 18-year-old, is featured in this little premium cigar here. And that's pretty much all he has disclosed about the tobacco that he's using, other than the fact that it's made at the Plasencia factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. But other than that, it's a secret. It's a secret recipe, but what we really know is that it just tastes good. So that's what's important, right? Now, as I mentioned, he introduced a variety of sizes at the show, including a Lancero, a Perfecto, Conquistador, Salamon, Churchill, Torpedo, and a Robusto Gordo. And of course, he's going to continue with this Toro size. So let's get right into it, shall we? Now, the coloring on this guy is gorgeous. It has a beautiful, beautiful, very dark, pretty looking wrapper. It has excellent construction, has a little bit of that, not a completely closed foot, but just a little bit of kind of a semi-shaggy foot that's kind of covering the cigar, which makes it really easy when you light it up to make it a very consistent and clean burn line. And of course, it's box pressed like many of the other cigars in his line. So let's get this one cut up, shall we? Gonna go ahead and use the Zycar scissors and take a little bit off the top here. So right away you pick up on that pre-lit draw, kind of an earthy, little hint of a spice on the cigar itself. But let's go ahead and light it up. So Enrique, as I mentioned, the owner of, it's actually Global Premium Cigars, but the 1502 brand that we know, is a really cool character, very fun guy to get to know, very intelligent as far as everything and all that comes around tobacco and Nicaragua. I love to see that. Also have to give him a super awesome shout out because he is basically been the first to get together with a few other manufacturers in the industry and start a lawsuit against the FDA. So props to you, Enrique. We're going to be tracking your progress with that, but it's always good to see somebody fighting the nasty FDA to stay out of our humidors. Such a beautiful, beautiful introduction when you smoke this cigar. That lit up like a gem. I didn't even have to give it a second little touch up when I puffed it. Beautiful flavors. It's introducing a nice warm cedary, little hint of a woodsiness to it. There's a hint of a sweet something, and also a little bit of a cocoa, kind of a dusted powderish type of a cocoa feeling that you get to it. You do get a little bit of a pepper, very soft at this point on the pepper notes, but you can definitely pick up a little bit of that. But overall, just a phenomenal introduction to this cigar and a beautiful smoke. So as always, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke it down a little bit more and check back in with you for the second third to talk about the flavors. So coming into about the halfway point on the 1502 XO, This has developed into quite the pepper bomb, getting a lot of black pepper, especially on the finish. It has a nice long finish to it. That pepper kind of lingers around the palate for a little bit. There's also a good balance of a woodsiness, a very kind of an oaky presence to it. So very nice combination of flavors at this point. Again, that initial first third had the cocos, had a little bit more. The pepper was there, but definitely in the background. Now it's really up, taking the lead, and again, kind of balancing out with a nice woodsiness to it. So very delicious. Just enjoying the cigar overall. It really starts to develop. I'm noticing in the beginning, it was kind of at a medium as far as the strength. Now I'm noticing that it's picking up a little bit more on that strength, but not overpowering by any means, just very, very hearty. It's a very, I mean, the cigar gets your attention, so it's a very pleasant, tasty smoke. So much, in fact, that I had to feature it in my July month of the Cigar Vixen calendar. This is smoking the 1502, and in this picture, I'm actually pairing it with a bourbon, if I remember correctly. It was probably the Four Roses bourbon, and it went pretty good. So you can definitely pick up your Cigar Vixen calendar hopefully at a retail shop near you. If not, you can definitely check back to the website and I can help you out with that. But anyways, getting back to the cigar, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke it down a little bit more and check back in with you for the final third. So back again for the final third, pretty much down to the nub on this one. This is definitely a finger burner. This is a good time to have one of those little cigar picks so you could smoke it down to the very end. Surprisingly, it's still pretty cool, so it's not getting too warm, which is always good, so you can still taste the flavors, even with this short of a cigar left. Now, I jumped ahead because I was so excited to light up the cigar and start smoking it that I forgot to really pay attention to the detail on the beautiful band that it comes in. It's very elegant, very regal. It looks like a treasure. I mean, it has the gold, a very nice embossment on there. And it's also, every one of these cigars has its own serial number, which is very unique as well. But just a lot of attention and detail to the beautiful band. I mean, even the lettering is raised and it has a nice gold trim to everything, and the logo inside of it as well. So just very beautiful all the way around. Flavor, construction, and presentation. So hats off to 1502. Enrique, you did it again. Beautiful blend, phenomenal cigar. Flavor points on this last little bit really got back to that sweetness, a little bit more so than in the initial first third of the cigar. So really at its sweet spot, right near that last final third, picking up a little bit more of the chocolatey essence and a little bit of a coffee. There's still some woodsy profiles, and you still get a hint of the pepper pretty much throughout the entire cigar. But definitely at that midpoint is where the pepper really picks up. At the last portion here, the pepper kind of settles back down to the background. So overall, again, very great cigar. Get your hands on it. Now it's available in a plethora of sizes. So if you've never smoked a 1502, get out there and stock up your humidors. It's a phenomenal brand, very good selection of cigars, all handcrafted in Nicaragua, beautiful flavors. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Cheers.